Hi, we're on the night shift. Here's a gentleman in a dark suit, also on the night shift. And what do the words on the door say? Department of Anatomical Pathology. Sounds a bit like Sherlock Holmes to me. Can we go in?
Normally referred to as the mortuary.
The mortuary. It's the freezer department of B-Jam, but actually, no, it's not. It's nice and cold in here. What kind of temperature have we got inside these cupboards?
I wouldn't like to give an exact figure, but pretty cold.
Are we allowed to look in, or is it...
Yes. No, that is all right.
Is it pretty heavy-duty stuff when we have a look in here, or is it...
No, this is pretty ordinary, run-of-the-mill stuff.
This is pretty ordinary, run-of-the-mill, I'm afraid. These are real dead bodies, are they?
All very real, dead.
And are these are not murders, are they? Or have you got any murders here, or where did these dead bodies come from?
The vast majority of them will have come from the hospital, the ones we've been unsuccessful with, unfortunately.
Oh, right.
We do take people from outside the area, people who die.
And are they all filled with, may I open another one?
Yes, you may.
Goodness me. It's extraordinary, isn't it, to think that we really are looking at real bodies. But it really is cold in there. And what's through here, Monty? This looks kind of zhushy through here, but kind of semi-zhushy. Can we go and have a look?
This is just a very basic area that is where people who want to view their relatives will come. It obviously is the bare minimum on the trolley, but
it's an awful trolley. This really does look like something that was invented in Queen Victoria's era, doesn't it?
Yes, the thing is, it is functional, and for once there is a cover on it. It looks quite presentable.
Oh, right. So if families want to come and view, then you'll lay the body out nicely here.
Yes.
And those shrouds that are on those bodies, they stay with that body then forever, do they? They don't ever get to be moved to undertakers and they re-shroud them or whatever. What happens to bodies?
Oh, no, they are collected from here by the undertaker, who will make them much more presentable for viewing by the relatives.
And place them in a coffin and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
There are dreadful stories that we hear about bodies in mortuaries. Are they true? We've heard stories about guys who are looking after mortuaries at night and bodies will sit up and groan. Is that possible? They say about gases and things.
No, at this stage, immediately after death, there are changes that the body goes through in expelling air, but that is very much immediately after death. By the time one is in the mortuary, one is frozen and quite stiff.
How long does it take for rigor mortis to set in?
That varies very much in the state. In a young person, it'll take longer than for an elderly person. It depends on the vitality that has been there immediately prior to death.
And is rigor mortis really absolutely rock solid? Again, one hears awful stories about people having to break bones to get people into a coffin. Is that true?
Much exaggeration, but the bodies that we have there for preservation purposes are very rigid. I think that there's something has gone from the body, but you still think of them very much as a person, and the training that one would give to the staff looking after them, one treats them not as a body, but as very much an individual. And yes, of course, when one meets with the relatives, then the personality fills out more in what they expected, so one joins in with the family in whatever belief they have, in believing that there is a hereafter. It's difficult to say for sure, but some people want to accept that everything has finished and that is it, and we're here to provide a service, so one would quite easily fall into that belief, while somebody else would want to believe in the vitality of a life hereafter, and then one would...
I believe you go to a better place. And that's where we're going now. We'll see you some other time. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay, too.